Hello, everyone. My name is Vadim, and I proudly present you Katsl, a casual cat city builder. So, what is Katsl? It's a calm and relaxing city building experience with some perfect twist. It's a game where players can be creative and build a cozy and relaxed cat-populated town just in one single click, and they don't need to worry about planning and logistics and any other like real city management things that you can see everywhere else in the genre. There are three most important things in Katsl that we have found in our team. So first of all is the simplicity. You can just click around and the town emerges almost like it builds itself. The second thing is the town inhabitants are cats, and they do cute cat things. Like those guys, for example, they're planning something around that red box. And the third thing, the most important, is that our citizens are not just some random cats. They have hopes, they have dreams, and they have backgrounds behind them. And it's up for a player to actually learn, unravel, and make good acquaintances with them. So the core loop is quite simple. You build your town. When it gets big and pretty enough, cats arrive. They give you quests and puzzles. When you solve puzzles, you get your building recipes, the blueprints. And to highlight all that, I have a small demo. Let me launch it for you. And it is as simple as that. So that is our core gameplay, and our metagame is built about storyline and quests. So when the player completes a quest, they unlock blueprints and increase their relationship with the character. Then after that, can move to the next island, and they will keep all unlocked things and recipes and character standing with them. So after a few sessions, when the player fill the reputation meter to the maximum, they will get a special prize, a special monument, or a special story ending. And you can say that the goal of the game is to complete all the character story arcs and collecting all the monuments. For our gameplay, we have our game pillars, which define what we aim for and what is the most important about it, what we want to achieve and what we want to avoid. So there are three core pillars. First one is it's a casual game. We aim for maximum simplicity, so there are no like planning, resource prioritization, no logistics, no production change, and all this. This is a game about making pretty things, and that's like pillar number one. Pillar number two is that what we make is more than a toy. We want to have stories, we want to have limitations that will boost player creativity, we want to have collectible things, and we want to avoid the railroading and through the story. We want to avoid just pure sandbox experience. We want to find a delicate balance between creativity and sense and like the feeling of a mission, if you wish. And the third, last but not least, is the soothing gameplay. Our goal is to make a joyful, lighthearted game where cats they do cute things, they have silly problems, they are pleasant to be around, and what we want to avoid at all costs is the violence, the great morals, the dreadful things, the survival, the feel of shame, and all those negative emotions. People usually have a lot of them in daily lives already. Basically, we're making the opposite of Frostpunk here. Going to nitty-gritty details, we aim to create a game in the sandbox/puzzle genre, because it will lack all the elements of a city builder out there, typical ones. We target for PC platforms, and we are thinking about extending to consoles if things go well, but that's still in development. We use Unity as a game engine to version 2021 specifically. We aim for a $15 price point, so it's not exactly the smallest game. And our target audience are people who prefer non-violent games, so mostly women, parents, and just anyone who prefers calm and relaxing experiences over challenges. So we aim for ESRB rating of everyone with a playtime of around 3 hours. Regarding our market positioning, there are two axes we are comparing us to other titles. One is the complexity of the games out there, and on the left we have things which are really simple to understand and to just start playing, like Townscaper and Sticky Business. On the other axis, we have the importance of the story for the game and for essential game experience. So here on the top, we have Spiritfarer, for example, a game with like absolutely astonishing story. On the bottom, we have kind of opposite of that, games where you not just don't have a specific story, you as a player tell your story. So this is the space we are positioning ourselves in. And our aim is to have a simplistic gameplay with some story in it. And this is what Katsl should become. Regarding progress, we have already made certain steps. We have built a prototype. We have created a Discord server to gather our first fans, and we have did some playtests. Short feedback is we know that people liked the creativity and liked to build overhangs. That tells us that our gameplay has potential. That this idea was very welcome by our players. Quests were a nice surprise, so it was a good addition to not just the process of building, but also the meaning for that as well. We have received our first negative feedbacks about the controls and resources in the game, and specifically the fishing mechanics and getting things out of water. So we will be iterating on that and improving our game. And most importantly, we have like people have already some anticipation for the next version, which is always a pleasant thing to hear. People want more of it. People want more elements. People want more cats, and people want more arts. So our project is still in pre-production phase, and our two main goals is first to improve our art style and set up the pipelines and processes, and second is to create all the tools, or at least the most important tools that we need to actually achieve what we plan to achieve because our scope is kind of on the bigger side. Regarding the scope, our content plan has 7 characters. There will be 21 story arc, 1 for each pair of characters for our players to actually find and experience. We plan to have 5 types of blocks that we can give our players to build their perfect towns. And we also plan on having at least 21 landmark building that players can have blueprints for, maybe even more. Regarding timeline, with that scope, we plan to be in pre-production for a few more months to answer the questions we have posed before ourselves. And after we secure the funding, we plan to in the next 4 months or so to get to early access and become a feature complete, and finish all the content by 3rd quarter, before Q4 of 2024. This timeline imposes a budget of around $300. These values are preliminary based on our velocity during the GD Hub project. We are working to make it more refined. Most of the development budget is dedicated to creating the actual product. We have allocated some finances for fees and licenses. We estimate our localization costs to be around $9,000 to localize to 15 languages, all our dialogues we plan to have. And regarding marketing budget, it's a thing still to be discussed with our potential partners, because like they can vary greatly. We haven't really found any specific numbers so far. With that kind of budget, it's important to see if it's possible to recoup. So there are several projects on the market which have shown that those non-violent, simple games have an audience for them. Like, for example, Sticky Business, who just launched a few months ago, already have 16,000K in sales, which is maybe not exactly enough to cover our budget, but it's a project of just a few months after the release. And on the other side, we have such titles as Townscaper and Spiritfarer, who reach more than 1 million of copies sold. So the space for our project definitely exists, and we want to get there. The team with which we're planning to get there is us, the Katsl team. I am Vadim Vorobyov, technical director. I'm 10 years in game dev, and I have worked on multiple projects and managed multiple teams, engineering teams in my past. I also do mentoring. Our art director is Nikita Vorobyov. He's creating 3D art for more than 14 years. And we have a very motivated crew of guys who we found in here in the GD Hub, and plan to work forwards. We have most of our position covered. We have sound design and game design, arts and programming. We are still looking for a writer. We have some discussions going. And basically, the team is all set, or at least almost all set. And that concludes my presentation. So thank you all. And if you have some questions, you can ask them here or contact me via. Thank you for watching.